Welcome back to Below 500. The gang is back together. If you guys forgot, I'm Gooch.
I'm Hunter.
And I'm Wiz.
We have got a full slate for today's episode, so we are going to get right into it. Jay Cutler hits Kristen Cavallari with the Uno reverse card and says, "I want half." Give me your thoughts on this.
I don't know. I the only reason I put it in there, I think it's hilarious that she funded her brand with his money, even though she already had her own money. Allegedly, he funded it, and now she wants a divorce because he's lazy and spends so much time with their kids and tending to his farm animals and stuff like that. He's living the dream. He's got $100 million in the bank. He gets to spend all the time in the world with his kids and gets to tend to his animals. Like, he hasn't been able to do that in 20 years that he's been playing football for a chunk of the year.
12 years.
12
year NFL veteran, but he's lazy.
I know. Like, he was a shit quarterback, but that's far from lazy. Like, I can understand wanting to tone it down and live a relaxed life after that.
He may have been a shit quarterback, but he's in the professional football league, so he's better than a lot of people. He's worked a lot harder than a lot of people. But
the worst NFL player is miles better than you.
Exactly. So he's lazy because he wants to enjoy retirement, spend time with his kids, his farm animals. Shut up.
Yeah, I think just because she seems like such a
fucking whore.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to say bitch, but you called her a whore. She seems like such a bitch that it's funny, and I hope he wins it. And apparently, because they're in Tennessee, since this brand was made during their marriage, they legally have to split it.
Good.
Yeah. And just for some extra clarity, according to the internet, Kristen Cavallari is worth approximately $33 million.
How much is Cutler worth, though?
I think like 130. But
equal. This is what equality. Is that what women wanted? Was equality?
Yeah.
Look here, hey. Y'all spend that shit down.
And since all of his money is in the bank, like the Tennessee law, whatever it says, it's like it's like reputable income. Since it's already in the bank, she can't take half of it. But since her brand is still making money, he can take half of it.
Why do you know these Tennessee laws, dog?
I didn't know Wiz was
our
our resident divorce expert.
I looked it up because
why Ashley worried.
So
y'all never move into Tennessee.
In Texas, if I get divorced, I don't get shit because I'm a guy. But Tennessee, apparently, but because like he doesn't get half the brand if they get divorced, but he gets half of all what the brand makes. So he's trying to get half of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we're going to be recording from Tennessee.
Me and Ashley moved to Tennessee. I mentioned she's got a huge raise, so get half of that.
Oh man, talking about Tennessee, a blockbuster trade in the NFL.
Oh, what a transition!
Julio Jones got traded to the Tennessee Titans with Atlanta's 2023 6th round pick for Tennessee's 2022 2nd round pick and their 2023 4th rounder.
I'm sick.
Talk about a shakeup in the league, because that automatically puts Tennessee to one of the top teams in the AFC. It's really incredible if they can get their defense together.
I really only have one takeaway from this, and that is that I think it was maybe I didn't get it on an episode, but I was pushing the Julio to New England hype train hard.
Apparently they weren't even that interested in Julio.
Yeah, well, see, so that's my problem. Well, obviously, if the asking price was a 2nd and a 4th,
everybody
Julio
should have
Jones,
been interested.
That's what I'm saying. Fire everybody in New England.
I think any team would be better off with Julio Jones than whatever 2nd and 4th round pick they get.
Oh, easily. That's what he's the best proven NFL talent.
And they got a 6th round back too, so it's not like
you drafting the next Julio Jones in the 4th round.
No, I mean, are you drafting two? I mean, it's possible you draft 2 players that contribute, but I don't think that the Titans have this window for the next couple of years.
And I couldn't believe this. Julio Jones is only getting paid 15.3 mil this year. Because
Really?
I was fired up about the Patriots front office not getting involved in this. So I got to doing some digging. Well, I was trying to like make excuses. Like maybe we didn't have the cap space. We went pretty hard and heavy early on in free agency. We must have like blew our whole like bank account and not been able to go for it. No, we still have $69 million in free cap space just for 2021.
So the Titans are going to have to make some cuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see,
they,
this is
they hardly didn't have that
bullshit.
much.
They're going to be over the cap for sure. But
Dude, whenever I saw the Patriots had 70 million in cap space, I was sick.
I would be too. But just look at Tennessee. Like, look at their offense. You got Derrick Henry up the middle. So your defense has to accommodate to that. The play action is wide open. I feel bad for any defense that's going against Tennessee this year.
and
Well,
they
and,
have
like-
a top 3 O-line too. On top
Exactly.
Of
It's fucking insane. It sucks.
I got freaking clowned on in our fantasy league this past year for drafting Derrick Henry second overall in the league.
oh my god!
Oh,
yeah.
I'm drafting AJ Brown.
And I tried it.
this
Oh
year.
wait, real quick for clarity. Me and Gooch were in the Dunn and Drew.
Mike Gooch.
Me and Gooch. Me and Gooch were in the Dunn and Drew fantasy football league last year, and every damn week of the year, I tried to get Derrick Henry from him. I offered everything, and he
Are
was
you
not buying it.
purposely talking in a hard ass country accent?
I was purposely doing that.
He offered me at least probably 12 different trades trying to get Derrick Henry for bum ass Ezekiel Elliott.
I wish I was
Bro,
still in the league
if
because we
you're
had
in
like
any league,
conversations of this
That's
shit.
how the league goes.
But you know what I'm pissed
He
about?
offers ass for top.
No,
tier
I was not
talent,
offering
saying,
ass.
"He's testing the waters."
I wasn't offering
Yeah.
ass. We were negotiating. I almost had him in a 3-team trade, but the third person fucked off.
Zeke was hot buns.
So
last year.
through 3 weeks, Zeke was
the
like,
one year I drafted him because I put the Dallas hate aside. I drafted him ass.
okay. So 2 things. I'm gonna
Hate
get back to that. So like through 3 weeks, Henry wasn't doing great either. Remember towards the beginning of the year, that's what people. Were
Yeah, but if
posting.
you watch Tennessee Titans
Yes.
games, like which drafting him second overall and having to defend that pick
But-
turned me into like a low-key Titans fan last year.
at the
So I was like watching all their games. There was a minimum of 8 or 9 guys in the box on every single
yeah.
play.
Oh, not
But
anymore.
at the end of the year, I went back and looked at like our first trade offers, and you said it was like week 2 or 3. If you give me Zeke, I'll give you Henry. I'm
And
like,
you wouldn't give him up.
because it was week 3, they're both playing like ass. I'm like, I'm gonna keep my guy, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do that?
You're stupid.
So, but two,
Also,
Pet.
Hunter,
real quick on
Hunter,
Hunter's point.
you weren't in the football league,
no,
were you?
no. I
Okay,
joined
so
after.
just to put this into perspective, talking about Wiz and his long ass trade negotiations, he traded Travis Kelce week 1.
Oh, for Zeke. Kelsey and Chubb for Zeke and Shark. Not my proudest moment. I still finished 3rd.
Kelsey and Chubb.
Yeah.
For Zeke and DJ Shark.
How did you
But-
make it to the playoffs?
Because I traded for
And
Jonathan
then
Taylor.
traded me Will Fuller
Look
for Mark Ingram.
No,
Okay,
Mark Ingram
Fuller
and
was-
CD.
Fuller
I
was
know.
great. until
It
he got-
just sounds better when I just say Mark Ingram.
So he actually won that trade because Fuller got suspended for peds.
Yeah,
I
in like
mean-
week 14.
Yeah,
True. But
CD.
Fuller was hot all year. until
CD
he got
was
Yeah,
up and
I
down
know.
because of Andy Dalton. He had great weeks and he had shit weeks, and I never picked the right week to start him.
But
So,
back onto the Titans.
Man.
but
I might have
I-
to fuck around and draft Derrick Henry number 1 overall this year because now he's not going to have to deal with fucking 8 guys in the box on every play. Actually spread them out.
I'm hoping I can get AJ Brown this year because he'd be so great. Because I guarantee Julio's going to be double covered. AJ Brown's going to be open a lot this year.
So real quick, I think we got to get us 3 in some sort of fantasy league together for sure. But
I'm down for being as many fantasy. I love fantasy football.
I can do
like
fantasy
4
football
leagues.
all day. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I've got a bad history of whoever I draft in the first round doesn't fucking play or plays like shit. I got Zeke last year. I got David Johnson the year he just fell off the earth. I got
Me too.
We did an early draft a couple years ago, and I picked Antonio Brown first round. I had like a late draft. I was late in the round. Like everything I do first round just doesn't pan out. So next year, I'm taking the safe bet. If Derrick Henry's there, I'm taking Derrick Henry.
Wiz is going to be that guy in the fantasy league that drafts Pat Mahomes in the
We were
first
going to
round.
open up 2 slots in our
That
league
guy
anyways.
finished like one of the last places he drafted Mahomes round 1.
Hey, we were going to open up 2 slots in our leagues anyways for Bando and somebody else.
16-man league.
14 man.
Fuck that. Count me out.
I think we're already at 14.
We're 12. We're at 12 right now.
Okay, Gooch, want to be in a 14-man league?
Nope.
Don't be a bitch. Do it.
12 is my max.
Dude,
So,
oh my
okay.
god.
We don't have a lot of fans yet. Maybe we can get 10.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can get.
We only need 7
I'm down
people.
for a 10-man, 10 or 12-man below 500.
Yeah,
league.
so
Well, let's
7
do
to
it.
9 people.
If you're interested in a below 500 fantasy league,
we're still months
message
away,
us.
and I'm feeding for
Yeah,
this.
get your spot now.
If one of our 27 listeners are hyped about fantasy football, 7 of y'all give us a
Hey.
call.
We only need 7, so
That's 7 out of 27. That's decent odds there.
all right. Let's get our sex offender segment out of the way real quick.
All right.
Oh my god!
That went right over my head. I looked at the thing. I was like, oh, okay. Deshaun
Hunter
Watson,
said, "All
that's-
right."
I didn't even
excited.
because y'all just added that. I didn't even realize that was in there. So I'm like, is he talking about Deshaun? Like,
Yes. All right. Well,
Yes, I am.
Kareem Jackson came out today on Aqib Talib's podcast, and apparently, Deshaun told Kareem Jackson that, "Hey, I want to play in Denver. That's where I want to go. Tell them to trade for me now." I would like him to go to Denver. I feel like our first round pick would be great because would be in a division with Mahomes and why am I blanking on the Chargers? Herbert. Young and upcoming.
don't forget
Herbert.
Derek Carr.
He's awful. He's better than his brother, but
He's not awful.
He's not awful.
okay. He's average.
He deserves his starting spot.
There is a competition between him and Mariota.
No, there's not. There's never.
Yeah, there
been.
is.
There's
Gruden
never
said there's
been.
always a competition.
Oh, it's
And
fucking
that's
Gruden. Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
he's got Nate Peterman as his third string. For God's sakes, and he won't let go of him.
Yeah, because
Anyways,
for some
there's-
reason, Gruden loves Nate Peterman.
I don't get it. Gruden grinder.
Watch.
He made him and Mike Glennon battle for the backup spot that one year on
Yeah.
Hard Knocks.
watch.
Ridiculous.
Watch both Carr and Mariota go down, and fucking Peterman come out as being God with a.
Big Pecker Peterman
Gruden.
throws a touchdown. Raiders are now down 47-7.
So what was the other, like, wasn't there another like landing spot for Deshaun that
So
was
it's apparently Miami was the top one, and then a few that was in the circle was Philadelphia. Carolina was never counted out. But now with this, everybody's predicting him to go to Denver now.
But see,
Yeah.
everyone thought Denver was going to go in for Aaron Rodgers.
I think they're going to go in for everything.
And by
They're
everyone,
going
I
whoever's
mean
realistic.
myself.
No,
Yes.
actually, I've looked into it. A lot of people are saying Aaron Rodgers' like ultimate destination will be Denver.
If you were Denver, who would you pick? Watson, where you have
Aaron
future?
Rodgers.
Aaron
Yes, but that's
Rodgers.
for a couple of years. Watson's for your future.
I mean,
Watson might get suspended by the
Yeah.
league.
That's 1 year.
no, he could get suspended indefinitely. It's not marijuana.
There's never
it's
indefinite.
rape.
There's never Look,
Where's Ray Rice?
Where's
Where's
Kareem
Ray
Hunt?
Rice?
Where's Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt was provoked.
That wasn't rape. That was domestic assault.
Ray
I-
Rice wasn't raped. Where's Ben
I-
Roethlisberger?
In the
He was
league.
acquitted.
That-
Watson's going to be
True.
acquitted. He's fighting it. Maybe it's false. Maybe
Well-
he didn't hump towels and show his pecker.
On the
fucking
topic,
know.
real quick. So it's been it was said like 2 weeks ago, but Watson, his lawyer or whatever. At first, they didn't want to quit. They wanted all these women to admit what happened, but you know they're all not to like.
Rusty Harden.
They're all. It's a real thing where women don't want to come out and tell their story because it's like something they fear.
Yeah.
But 20-something women don't want to do that, and So that was their first thing, that we're not going to have any of these acquitted. We want to hear the story, and Watson will be charged for what he's charged for.
Yeah,
So
then all of them came out and gave their names except for one, so that one got dropped.
So now, a couple weeks ago, they came out and said, okay, we will get all these acquitted. We'll pay you what you want, but we're only going to do it if you tell your story. And still not a single one told their story. And do you think 20-something women who originally wanted it acquitted all don't want to tell their story to get it acquitted? They're all terrified of the event.
On the other side of that same coin, do you think 20 women are all lying about the same thing?
But do you think that all these women can't tell a story because they don't have a story?
Or maybe they just don't want to be first. Because
someone was first.
Why is nobody asking, why is Watson this horny? 20?
I mean,
pick one and stay with that one.
Apparently, he's the whole story is he's had like over like somewhere between 40 and 50 in the past 2 years, like different masseuses or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
So
one thing I thought was fucking hilarious, and he came forward. He's like, "I've had consensual sex with masseuses before." Mother, why say that, motherfucker? He makes you look more guilty. What are you doing?
And
yeah, I've had consensual sex before. This wasn't consensual, but I've had it before.
Yeah.
Like, why? His lawyer's probably sitting there like, man, what? You got me in a pickle here, Cosby. Like,
and I don't know anybody that's had more than a handful of different masseuses, and this guy's had close to 50. Wonder why you can't keep a masseuse, because you're raping them. I wouldn't want to stay employed in that situation either.
Hearing some of their stories, because there was stories that came out. Because remember before, somebody said that they went to he was thrusting the towel was the word.
So 2 people have came out with stories. Someone who's still charging him, and one lady who explained the humping story that she's not thrusting story, and she's not pressing charges.
No, yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't give a shit whether he's guilty or innocent. Like, I'm going to be a Deshaun Watson fan, period. The Texans front office fucked him over. But as being a Texans fan, I want to see.
Sounds a lot like defending rape.
Yeah. Oh my god! I mean,
Deshaun Watson's the real victim here, guys.
We're all Kobe fans, aren't we?
I was about to say, look at Kobe Bryant, man. R.I.P. Bean. But
I mean, I have to explain to people all the time that Kobe isn't innocent, right? He's acquitted. Like, that's a completely different thing. That means it never went to trial. So
it's innocent until proven guilty.
If Deshaun Watson,
but this nation was built on.
If it's guilty, it's a race case. It's racist. Look at Big Ben. Why is Big Ben innocent but Watson's guilty? It's because he's black. NFL doesn't want black quarterbacks to succeed.
Oh my god.
We don't know that Watson's guilty yet, but
he's not. He's a free man.
All I've got to say about Big
guilty,
Ben versus Deshaun Watson is it's a lot easier for one person to lie than 20.
Yeah, that's what killed me when they started popping out. I'm like, 1, that's bullshit. 2, 7. Whoa.
So Hunter was the Texans fan that when it was at like 7, Hunter was still saying like they're just trying to come after him for his money. Then it gets to like
it
12,
went 1, 2,
15,
7, 15, 20.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going? And I live in Houston, so I've got my sports apps telling me, like 3 different sports apps I have, and the KHOU app saying Watson now raped this many people. Watson now raped this many people. Like, I get it.
Whenever all those stories were breaking, I was at my aunt's house. She watched the news. Literally the opening headline on every single news bit was Deshaun Watson has 22 cases reported against him. Now, is this your top hour? There's not a murder somewhere. Talk about a murder. A car crash on 45, something else.
You have a serial rapist in Houston.
Hunter's downplaying rape so much. It's just rape.
Yeah,
it's there are murderers out there.
Yeah. There's 22 victims. It's not like he killed any of them.
Oh shit!
Oh Jesus!
I'm a piece of shit.
Okay, so Hunter, I'm gonna kick you off. You're canceled.
Yeah. Next
nice
episode, we'll be
knowing
holding
everybody
open
here.
auditions for the third spot on below 500.
Yes.
Logan below 500. I'm Gooch. I'm Wiz. Hunter's no longer with us.
Yeah.
He was murdered.
Oh, I'm dead.
According to him, that was bigger than rape.
Yeah.
They're gonna. What is this episode 8? They're gonna be.
Seven.
They're gonna use episode. Oh, is it 7? They're gonna use episode
Fake
7
ass.
as like a testimonial in the Deshaun Watson trial. Hunter's gonna be a character witness.
Oh
Oh
man.
my god.
Oh
That was
Hunter's
All
that
right.
guy who walks into a jury and first thing says, "You know what? I can tell a murderer just by looking at him," and gets kicked the fuck out.
He's that guy on the jury selection
Look,
panel. All these
okay.
women can't be telling the truth.
Why am I sexist now? Anyway, okay, back to the real topic here.
It's not victim blaming if they're actually lying.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm crying.
Why are they hiding behind a false identity, man? That shows they're guilty of something. They're scared, more like lying.
Hey,
I mean, it's got to mean something if they won't release their names.
if Deshaun Watson is innocent, are all of them racist for picking on a black quarterback?
They are if you're Hunter.
Anyway,
We're awful.
Jesus Christ. Oh man. Okay, so Denver, Watson, now a possibility. Next, NBA news.
All right,
Okay.
moving on.
Moving on, man. That was too
So-
much.
My head hurts.
Last round, our predictions were pretty bad, I'd say.
So I don't think we went over like our scoring system
Yes.
on air. So we gave our predictions and we
scoring
kept
system.
track of them. And so basically, each of us gets a point if we get the team right, the series winner right, and we get a point if we get the amount of games right.
But
So
it has to
currently,
also be with the right winner.
right. So currently, I believe Hunter is in the lead.
With 8.
Yes,
9.
sir.
No,
7,
Thought it was 9-8-8.
8.
No, it's 7-7-8. All right,
Oh, it
me
is,
and
okay.
Hunter did a final count.
Oh,
We
all right, yeah. So
double-checked it.
the first round score breakdown is Hunter 8, and then me and Wiz close behind with 7 apiece.
Keyword
But we will
behind.
be continuing this all the way through the playoffs.
And
The-
apparently,
now we're
as the rounds go up, the tallies are higher. So now the second round, instead of
Yes.
1 point for winner, it's 2.
yeah, so it's
Oh.
2 and 2.
So, yeah, okay. Or, yeah, let's just go. I'm about to say, or we can do it where it's still 1 point, but if we get the exact games, it's 2. That's not fun. Let's just do
No.
2-2.
No, I would say
it's that way so the gap can widen, and the next round will be 3 and 3, and you can close the gap.
I would
things
say
like
just
that.
keep. Oh, we're gonna. Okay, I mean that's wild.
I mean, that's how
Like his
usually
championship is at 4-4.
Yeah, 4 and 4.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
so if you get both right, you can get 8 points and come back.
Oh, it's anybody's ball game.
So like if it's
So this
if
is
it's
nothing.
if it's Nets Jazz and I'm down 6 and y'all both pick Nets, I'm gonna pick Jazz to try and come back.
It should have been the other way
Like-
around. It would have been way more fun.
Ah,
Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's classic March Madness scoring.
yeah,
Oh,
that-
Jesus
it's March
Christ.
Madness.
Anyways, so because of some circumstances outside of our control, we are a little bit late this week.
Our
Yes, we've
control.
already
motherfucker.
got
It's
some-
your control. Anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
chill. We
Hunter,
got some.
Hunter, do you realize all we have episode 3.5 and not 3?
Touche. We have some second round games that have already been played, but we're going to go ahead and give our predictions anyways. So first up, we've got Philly and Atlanta, which is currently tied 1-1. Someone go first.
I'm gonna go last here.
Oh,
Okay, then
well, I
I'll
guess it's
go
me
first.
Then. Oh, okay. Never mind. Gooch.
I'm just going to go ahead and say Atlanta in 7.
Oh, I was borderline picking that,
Okay.
but I can't pick against Embiid, so I'm gonna go Sixers and 7.
So I was actually
Embiid, but you're going to pick against Trey Young.
I expected
Yes,
y'all
I am,
both.
actually.
I expected y'all both to go Philly. So I thought it would be more of a shocker. I'm picking Atlanta in 6.
I mean,
Also, I'm
I
the
had
one
full
picking Atlanta.
intentions I
mean,
had full
Sixers.
intentions of going heavy on Philly until game one.
See, that's why I'm trying to act like none of those games mattered. So I'm trying to pick without watching those games.
Well, that's why you're going to lose round 2.
Y'all thought I was stupid picking some in round 1. Hence the Portland and Denver. Y'all both picked Portland.
Y'all both picked New York. I picked Atlanta.
And we all picked Miami. Next.
Okay.
Let's not gloss over.
Gooch got
which one of us picked the Clippers?
So we all
in
got
7.
One. The only reason Hunter has 1 point is because he picked
Denver.
What did he pick right?
Denver in 6.
Yeah, because he got Denver. No, because we all got 1 right.
Yeah. Anyways, next matchup is
you got an exact games right.
Milwaukee Bucks. Right. Milwaukee Bucks and Brooklyn Nets, which Brooklyn currently leads 2-0.
Nets in 5.
Nets in 5.
Nets in 5 as well.
All right, that was an easy one. That was just
all right. Yeah. Let's just keep it rolling.
Bucks are frauds.
Real quick, can I say how
Go ahead.
how nice it is to see Blake Griffin out there? Like he is killing it right now.
Back in the playoffs, yeah, I know. Yeah. Detroit held him back so much.
Oh my god, like
Oklahoma's own, baby.
Anyways, next.
Jazz Clippers. Jazz are currently up 1-0.
Give me Utah in 7.
I'm taking Clippers in 7.
Oh my god. Jazz in 6.
What? So wait, Hunter, you had Utah in 7.
Yes,
and you go ahead and throw this out there. Shocker. The Jazz are better than the Mavericks.
Exactly. Who else is opposing that? Who is counteracting and saying the Mavericks are better? The Jazz are better. Gobert's better.
Well, I'm just saying to Wiz's pick of Clippers in 7.
Hey, look, Pandemic P is no longer Porzingis. It's now back to Paul George.
It ain't happening.
I wanted to say 5, honestly, but just in case, like my gut says 5, but like for betting situation.
No, I went strictly off of the fact that I've said multiple times the Clippers are a coin flip. They're either going to be the best team in the league or the worst team in the league. So I think 50-50, they're going to win that coin flip twice. Either way, probably, I don't know if this is one of the easiest ones on this list or one of the hardest ones on this list, but Denver and Phoenix. Phoenix is up 1-0.
This is the hardest one, probably.
So, I'm sure going Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm going Phoenix at 6.
See, I'm torn between 5 and 6, and I think I'm going to lean 6.
5? You're going to count out Jokic that much?
I mean, Jokic is good, but Jokic without Jamal Murray, like Denver is a good team, but they're nowhere near as good as the Suns.
So what did you say was 5?
I'm going to go with 6.
So you both said 6?
Yeah, I said 6.
So I'm going with the Suns. Give me Suns in 5. Strictly because I think there's a better chance of it going 5 than going 7. Because I don't want to pick 6 because I need these points.
The team I'm highest on right now, of course, I expect a Brooklyn and Suns final, but Atlanta is the team I'm highest on right now. And I think Atlanta, if Harden is out, they could upset the Nets.
So that's why I have Atlanta in 7, and that's another reason I went with Suns in 5 instead of 7, is because I feel like they're the 2 hottest teams in the playoff. Like I feel like Atlanta is like just scalding hot right now, coming off of their series, and so I think like
last night Atlanta starters played like ass, and like we're like down 20 in the first quarter. Their bench brought them back, and then it took some random Philadelphia bench player to come out and just start nailing every 3 for them to pull away and win. So I think Atlanta is more than equipped to beat that team. They'll just win.
Well, if you also look at game 1, Atlanta was in the lead a lot and let Philly come right back. Came all the way down to the last.
And like that's another reason I feel good about that series going 7 regardless is because anytime you have, and like I feel like both these teams have like shooters, especially Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta is like heavy on their shooters, but we saw this a couple years ago with the Rockets. When you build your team around shooters, you're fucking trash when those shooters are cold. And shooters are cold. Like shooters are hot and cold.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, and like you saw it from both teams in game 2 at different times. Like whenever those shots don't go in, and that's your whole like foundation of your team, you're gonna be complete dog shit.
But what's his name? Daniel Hunter or Daniel Hunter?
Danielle Hunter. He's out for the season.
Yeah, he's now out for the season. He's a pretty good role player.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: by far, Atlanta has the best bench.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta can play 15 deep
easily.
They can run their entire roster out there, and it's insane. But
I don't want to count out Atlanta. I want to see him go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think Atlanta will give Brooklyn a harder challenge than Philly will.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
Wiz, you've got a whole bunch of like real clickbaity stuff in the notes for NBA.
I forgot about
so that. I'm gonna go ahead and let you kind of take over.
Okay, I'll pick which one goes first. Just say 1, 2, or 3 down the list, and I'll
let's start with 2.
2?
Okay.
The real problem with the Blazers, I don't know if it's that hot of a take, but I'm gonna say I don't know if it's that hot of a take, but I'm gonna say the real problem is that Dame and CJ just aren't compatible. You've heard so many analysts say about players getting traded from team to team that there's only one ball. Why has no one ever said it about Dame and CJ?
There's already talks about them getting broken up. Like apparently New York's the highest or has the best chances of landing Dame.
I think it would be smarter.
Spurs
for them.
Are interested in McCollum.
I think it'd be smart for them to get rid of CJ for whatever they can and get an actual someone who can play different. Because when you think about it, CJ will have 40, 50 point. I don't know if he's ever hit 50, but he'll have 30, 40 point games all the time.
Oh, yeah.
When he has those games, Dame's got 20. But when Dame's getting 40, 50, CJ's got 10, 20.
Well, you want them both to get fucking 40? Jesus.
I'm just saying only one of them can be great at once. Like, it's not like Brooklyn. All 3 guys get 30 and 10 assists each. Like, they're compatible.
Well, yeah, we're not comparing CJ McCollum to Kyrie.
Okay, but CJ McCollum is his number 2 star.
Right. Well, they need a number 2. Dame needs support. Dame's needed support for the last 5 years.
But like me saying this was not at all taking a shot at CJ. It was just that him and I don't get why it was allowed to go on for so long. Because I sat down and thought about it. It's like they don't complement each other. That's what I'm looking at.
I don't think
Portland's been consistent for so long. They're an afterthought almost. Nobody constantly thinks about that.
I feel like I've said this on at least 3 episodes. Portland is the new Oklahoma City Thunder. They are stuck in the 8 to 6 seed, death roll where I say it over and over and over again. And that's the worst spot to be in the NBA because you're good enough to make the playoffs, but you're not good enough to win. But you're not bad enough to be in the lottery and get a pick that's worth anything. So unless you have just cap space out the ass, you can't get any better.
Yeah. You have to have cap space or just be able to pull off trades.
And CJ McCollum doesn't even play defense or anything like that, so he can't be a Clay type player because Clay can shoot lights out, but he plays good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if I'm wrong here, but I've got I threw up a quick Google image search while you were setting this up. I've always CJ McCollum's one of those guys that I've always looked at and there's something that I can't put my finger on. And it finally hit me when Wiz started talking about CJ McCollum and really breaking it down. Tell me that CJ McCollum doesn't look like he bartends at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Are you going to share? Are you going to share a picture or do I have to look it up?
Oh, let me see if I can share my screen. Hold on.
Hey, I did see where Stephen A. Smith, he reportedly said that somebody was texting him, and of course Stephen A. But like, I'm not gonna say names.
Wiz, you're gonna have to enable screen sharing if you want me to share my screen.
Oh, fuck what I was saying. Anyway,
sorry.
Yeah, interrupting us, but no, Stephen A. being Stephen A. as a reputable person, he's very trusted, but I just can't say his name. But apparently, that Portland is digging around trying to trade for Cat. And making Nurkic available in a trade.
Can y'all see? What's my screen look like? I can't see this shit.
I see your whole web browser.
Okay, I'm trying to get this picture full screen.
Why are you?
But either way,
yeah, I don't understand the Buffalo Wild Wings.
He just looks like a basic ass dude.
So I felt like I know why there's more than Trayvon Diggs up there, but okay, next.
Yeah, why is Trayvon Diggs up there?
Don't worry about it. We'll get into that. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Quit getting ahead of me.
Spoiling shit.
I know. I didn't know I was going to. Well, I didn't expect to share my fucking screen halfway through the episode.
I didn't expect to be called the supporter for rapes, but okay.
Well, that's how these episodes go.
I've got two more takes real quick. So I'm saving one for last. But my second take is that, and I think it's why I really haven't cared all too much in the NBA this year. Especially because the Rockets have been asked. Like in football, when the Cowboys are asked, I can still enjoy games and stuff like that. But it's the NBA playoffs, and I really don't give that much of a shit. And I think I know the reason why. And Max Kellerman perfectly said it. The NBA is trash because you have all these analysts who hype up super teams, superstars, big market teams, things like that. Max Kellerman said it was a bad look for the NBA that the Heat, Lakers, and Knicks all got knocked out first round. He's like, that's your three biggest teams all knocked out in one round. Like, who's gonna want to watch? It's like, if you don't want to watch basketball after all that, you're not a fan. And for analysts to be coming out and saying stuff like that and saying that's hurting the team or hurting the league, I think that looks worse on it. And I think that's what makes the league not as fun.
Yeah, like I have a problem with that because like if all those teams had advanced and beat out all the teams that we're excited to be watching, then everybody be on Twitter saying that the NBA has a problem and it's the same teams every year and we're bored of seeing the same teams. I think
the fans right now are happier than ever because it's like
I'm happy right now watching it.
We've got fresh teams. Like they're fresh teams that haven't won a championship ever or in the past 50 years and like that. It's like no matter what, we're getting a fresh champion this year and it feels good.
I mean, this to me is the most interesting NBA playoffs we've had in at least probably 5 years.
And the Nets are probably the only like super team. I mean, they are a super team. The only super team left. They'll probably win it, which I won't be surprised about. But I'd rather there's something new this year, so I'm not going to be too mad about it. You know.
Yeah, and like at least like in years past, it was always like basically rooting against the Warriors. At least now, like there's a new villain. Like
4 years straight, Warriors, Cavs.
Let's just say that it's Suns, Nets. I'm pulling for the Suns. I think most people are probably pulling for the Suns in that situation because the Nets are pretty much a true super team. At least then, like you've got a new villain and someone else to root for rather than just, let's hope the Cavs beat the Warriors this year.
But like exactly what you're saying with the Warriors not having missed 2 years in a row because of Clay being injured and some other issues, I'd be glad to see Clay come back healthy next year and then make a little playoff run. I'd be excited to watch that team.
Yeah, because you had a break from it, and there's a new storyline.
Yeah, I was just so tired of the super team Warriors, and I don't blame them. Like other than Durant, that team was built on its own.
Yeah,
like I was never mad at them. I was just pissed that they were always beating my team and they were always there. I would love for someone to knock them off. And I hate that you have analysts supporting these super teams and things like that, saying
it's ridiculous. I hate super teams so much.
So one last take. I want to see y'all's reaction, but
I'm ready for this.
I've labeled it my crazy Luka take. I'm not a Dallas Mavericks fan, but I watched the Mavericks Clippers series, and I've got to say it. If you're taking age into consideration, and you know, like if you're doing like a fantasy draft, like throughout the whole league starting over, I'm without a doubt taking Luka #1 overall. And in a couple of years when people start retiring, I think Luka, without a doubt, will be the #1 player in the league, and he's got a shot at being one of in the top 10 conversation by the end of his career. And I hate to say that because I fucking hate the Dallas Mavericks. But watching him play, it's insane. Watching him get doubled up the court like we've only seen a few other players have that happen to. See him pass it to someone else who's only got 3 other guys guarding him because 2 are on Luka, and just go and airball a layup and stuff like that, brick a layup, things like that. He's got no help out there and is carrying them against a good defensive Clippers team. And what was it? He like averaged 36 in one series, which is I think the most ever by someone his age. He's only 22. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't think that's that crazy. Like I don't necessarily. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think once kind of the old wave that like we're already kind of seeing start to kind of age out of the league.
Yeah.
Like your LeBron class, like Dwayne Wade.
I'd say
like all of them.
Yeah,
he's
all
probably
those guys.
top 5 right now.
The guys we grew up with. Yeah, I mean, like he's obviously like the front runner in this new like generation.
I love this new young generational talent with Luka, Trey.
That's another
Booker,
good thing about the
them.
playoffs this year is because it's really been the young guys shining.
It's the young guys' time to shine now, and it's showing, especially
Like
with the old heads getting kicked out.
The Clippers and the Nets are like the only team with older players on it. Everyone else is pretty young.
I want to say the Nets are probably the oldest team in the league. I think.
No, they're not. I actually was looking that up because I thought the Dallas Mavericks would be up there, which they are. They're probably in the older half of the league. The Clippers are the only team.
You're gonna think the top 5 for the Nets,
or no, other than the Clippers, the Lakers are the only older team than the Clippers.
Okay.
And then after the Clippers, I believe it is the Nets. So
yeah, because the Nets top 5 has got
the Nets and Clippers are two of
the oldest.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 oldest teams in the league.
Because the Nets starting 5 is fucking Kyrie, Harden, KD, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre.
Yeah,
Jordan.
oldest.
That's got to be the oldest start 5.
Yeah. So
shocker, the Nets also have the highest average salary.
One other.
I had it up here.
One quick question for y'all. I don't know if y'all want to dive into other trade possibilities too, but I want to ask, what do y'all think is going to happen with Porzingis? Do you think he's going to get traded? Who's going to trade for him? And what does Dallas need to get back for him?
I bet Boston will trade him. I bet Boston will trade him for like a pick in Marcus Smart. Because Boston's
but if you're Dallas, do you do that trade?
I mean,
you have a great defensive star in return for KP.
He does not mesh at all with Luka.
No, he doesn't like being an afterthought in that offense.
I mean, but he's made himself an afterthought.
Yeah,
all the bitching he's been doing since they got eliminated has been so.
Yeah,
it's pissed me off so much because all he does is stand in a corner and shoot threes because he cannot hang with other centers in the paint. He might as well do what AD does and play fucking power forward.
Yeah, I mean, like I definitely like. I'm not going against you saying like of them shopping Porzingis. Like I just don't know, and I'm not even necessarily saying Boston isn't like the team that goes for him. I'm just saying if Marcus Smart is the offer, if I'm Dallas,
I would say Smart in a pick. I didn't just say Smart. Smart in a pick.
It had to be a fucking good pick.
Smart in the first?
Yeah, Smart in the first would be a good offer.
Okay, I would probably do
now
that.
You're getting there because you're
see
giving up. I mean, like, yeah, he doesn't mesh and whatever your gripes are with Porzingis, but you're giving up a good shooter for literally one of the worst shooters in the league.
Yeah, but one of the better defensive talents of the league also. One of the better defensive guards of the league.
I get it, but I mean, it's the NBA in 2021.
I don't know. I'm
We're here to shoot the basketball.
You don't need Marcus Smart to shoot the basketball. You got Luka.
Oh, so no, the biggest
Tim Hardaway Jr.
No, Tim Hardaway Jr. is streaky. The biggest issue is that when Luka needs to pass it and he's getting doubled, so then the rest of his team is playing 4-on-3, they still fuck it up constantly. Game 7 was lost because of every other Maverick besides Luka.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Tim Hardaway Jr. run up the middle and fucking take some wild ass layup with one guy barely on him and miss it like 5 times in a row. It's like Luka's gonna turn into the next LeBron if I could take his talents elsewhere because the Mavericks can't get shit around him.
Well, no, but he's already been asked if he's going to take or sign the Supermax offer this offseason, and he told reporters, "You already know the answer." So he's going to sign the Supermax in Dallas.
Yeah. And I'm going to say one last thing. Do y'all have any idea or think any improvements need to be made to keep superstars in their area? Because the whole point of the Supermax is if you stay with your team, you get a little more, or you can get a bigger contract.
I mean, no, because I've always been
it's also
more of a advocate for the players. If the guys wanted to make if the guys wanted to make that much money, they'd stay. But maybe don't take away the Supermax, but maybe lower the regular max. Because like I feel like you're kind of in a situation where like these max contract eligible guys, they're like, I already make enough money. By the time you get to that max contract, you've already made a considerable amount of money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got my money. I can still make $20 million a year and go get a ring.
Yeah.
So maybe knock the regular max down to kind of incentivize the super max more.
Yeah.
But I really don't have a problem with it. Like guys are going to go where they want to go. Like right now, it's just you've got a bunch of older players who are going to age out of the league in the next 5 to 7 years who are chasing their rings. They've made their money and now they want their rings.
Players can
and that's their choice.
Yeah, players can also do a sign and trade with the Supermax also. So it's really not that much of an incentive.
Yeah.
You know what? I just sat here and advocated for the Supermax after Russell Westbrook just used it to put the OKC Thunder in fucking handcuffs for like 3 years. That motherfucker was making like $47 million a year.
That's the problem. A small market team. So you know, OKC, the OKC Thunder, who are even a smaller market team. Houston's like a mid-market team. Y'all have gone over the salary cap more than the Rockets ever have.
Oh yeah, we were so deep into like when we bought out Melo, we bought out his contract for like $17 million, and it saved us like $57 million in luxury tax.
Yeah,
because we were that far into the luxury tax.
I don't like the luxury tax idea either.
That's awful.
Think
that's so.
It literally gives. It literally allows big markets because the luxury tax comes out of owners' pocket. So of course the richer owners are going to be fine. You have the Rockets owner who's got a loan out, paying off the team over time, and then you've got the fucking CEO, the CEO of Microsoft, paying for the Clippers. Like he's got billions.
Yeah,
he's not worried about no luxury tax.
Throws them on the payroll.
God,
Russell Westbrook is going to be the Bobby Bonilla of fucking the NBA because he's just going to keep extending and restructuring that ridiculous contract that he has until he's getting paid till like 2035.
Well, you know what's funny? The Rockets have traded for all 3 of the worst point guard supermaxes. We traded for Chris Paul, which people said was a bad idea.
Westbrook and
then Westbrook and then Wall.
Well, you kind of stepped on my punchline, but I was literally waiting to say, no, I was just waiting to say that like his contract that he signed with the Thunder for the Supermax handcuffed us because he was slated to make like 45 or 47 million in the final year, which is literally almost half of the salary cap. And like, we just got lucky that we were able to pawn that contract off on the worst front office in the NBA. Yeah, I've got it right here. He's scheduled to make $47 million in base salary.
Don't blame the front office. Blame James Harden. That's one time I'll shit on James Harden.
Yeah, it's not a shitty front office because they made
Daryl
whatever
Morey made
demand was
so much
wanted, they
happen.
made it.
Daryl Morey made so much happen.
Yeah.
But James Harden was obviously getting frustrated with things, and he said, "I want to play with my friend Russell Westbrook, make it happen," and he made it happen.
If you want something to happen, you need Daryl Morey in your front office. Whatever the crazy ass demand it is, he's going to make it happen.
All right. Is that all for the NBA?
No,
Yeah.
well, there was one more thing. It was just a
Oh,
possible.
there is one more thing.
Yeah, so the I can't think of his name, A-Rod, and the new buyers group for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Apparently, there's talk that there may be a relocation, but everybody keeps saying let's move them to Seattle. But apparently, the NBA would rather have a brand new team start off in Seattle than move Timberwolves there.
And that's exactly why I say it's smart for Timberwolves to move there, because A-Rod just bought that team. He wants to hop on one of those better markets because the NBA wants to expand 2 teams to 32. He wants to hop on it before a new team.
Yeah.
And freaking, I swear, every single time a single North American sport even mentions the word expansion, Seattle is freaking chomping at the bit. They are so salty over losing the Supersonics still to this day. That being said, if I am the community of Seattle and A-Rod is pitching me the idea of bringing the Timberwolves back to Seattle, I'll wait.
I'm about to say the NBA.
I'll wait for a relevant franchise.
Well, no, the NBA would rather start a brand new franchise in Seattle. But that's what they would do.
So the rumors
because NBA. Yeah, the NBA would have the final say so where they go.
The rumors are picking up about having 2 more expansion teams, but I don't. If you're Seattle and you really want a sports team, you can have a guaranteed Timberwolves move there, or maybe wait for a new team.
I'll wait for an expansion team.
I wait for an expansion team. You can keep the fucking Timberwolves.
Yeah, I don't know how they go with expansion franchises, how they get a roster. But I'd rather take that chance than the poverty.
They get one player from every team.
No, I think they get one. They pick one player.
Yeah. I think every player gets protects or every team.
Every team.
Yeah, every team to protect a certain amount of players, and then they get to cherry pick players off of existing teams.
Yeah, and they get like a top 5 pick, and
so because I want to say because the NFL is the most recent league to do it, and I want to say each team only got to protect one player.
I think the Vegas Golden Knights were the most recent, and that's how it worked.
Yeah. Well, so they've got the Seattle Kraken coming in now.
They just did their lottery, and they have I don't know if they do a lottery or what, but Kraken got 3rd overall pick.
All right, but so what I'm saying though is, did the NHL teams? How many did they get to protect? Was it just one?
I don't think they've done that yet. Have they already done it
for the Golden Knights?
Well, did they do it with the Knights?
Yeah, Golden Knights. Everybody picked one team.
Okay,
one player.
So they got to protect one player. So if you are a brand new expansion team in the city of Seattle, you're getting to cherry pick your players off of existing teams. Well, guess what? Lakers got to give up either LeBron or AD. So
it's got to be 2 in the NBA. I'm thinking.
Look at the Nets. Look at the Nets.
If you break up a big 2,
someone's leaving that big 3.
I'm thinking more of it in the terms of teams that only have a big 2.
So yeah,
like the Lakers, you're losing one of them. Or I'm trying to think, go to another team,
Portland.
I'm blanking. Clippers. You're losing Kawhi or you're losing Paul George.
I'm trying to think younger,
Philadelphia, Simmons or Embiid.
True.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and protect Embiid.
Atlanta, Trey or Capella.
I mean, that one's fucking obvious, unless you're Wiz and you think Capella's the best center in the league.
I never said that.
Okay, Denver, Jamal Murray or Jokic. No, you picked Jokic.
Honestly, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is not a bad guy to start with.
All right.
Plenty.
All right, now are we done with the NBA?
Yeah, we're done with the NBA.
All right. So
Hunter begged to keep this in, so
I'll be damned. I didn't want to talk about this.
Oh, is it Wiz? One of y'all.
I didn't want to keep it in. I don't want it in there.
The other topic? I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit about that
this
either.
one.
Mayweather and Logan.
Yeah, the other
skip
topic.
it. I don't give a shit.
I don't want to talk about that.
Mayweather
okay, now
Logan
it's time for mine. Time for my baby. All right. Brand new segment this week. I've got a new segment that I'm called, and it's gonna be maybe not a weekly segment, just whenever I come up with stuff.
Bi-weekly, once a month.
Just whenever I have good ones come into my head. But it's gonna be called Gun to Your Head. And the point of that is because I'll be presenting a handful of scenarios to y'all that y'all have to answer gun to your head, hypothetically. So, like, when I pitched this to y'all privately, I'll say this for the listeners. As an example, my hypothetical scenario was you're the GM of the Houston Texans and it's the NFL draft, and gun to your head, you have to draft a quarterback out of either Davis Mills or Felipe Franks. Who do you take? And then you answer that, yada, yada, yada. So I've got two for this week. One is sports related, one is unsports related. I kind of tipped off the sports related one. So we're going ahead and do that one. All right. So let's go ahead and set the stage. You're an NFL defensive coordinator. You have to take a young cornerback to build your secondary around. Your options are Trayvon Diggs or Denzel Ward. Gun to your head, who do you choose?
Who does Denzel Ward play for? The Browns?
The Browns.
Can you give me stats? Like whether you
I can actually.
Yeah.
So the stats for Trayvon Diggs
say how many games they played too.
So they both played. Okay, actually, no. Trayvon Diggs played in 12 games, started 11. Denzel Ward played in 13, started 12. Trayvon Diggs had 3 interceptions to Denzel Ward's 2. Denzel Ward had 46 combined tackles. Trayvon Diggs had 58. Let's see. I can't get like super advanced like metric stats on Pro Football Reference. So it's like what I wanted and what I dug for was like opponent catch rate, but I couldn't really get like that advanced into it.
I would take some Denzel Ward, honestly.
So I obviously have some bias here because I watched Trayvon Diggs. I know Denzel Ward's good, but just based off stats, he played a little less, and he's the only decent defensive player on the Cowboys.
Oh, wait, I found it. I got opponent completion percentage. So I'll get y'all a little bit more information before y'all get too into this. So Trayvon Diggs' opponent completion percentage is 54% on 84 targets last year. 54.8% on 84 targets. Denzel Ward is 54.3% on 81 targets.
So the same.
Yeah. So I had to scramble to come up with this because my original like pair was Trayvon Diggs and Devin McCourty, but I didn't realize how long Devin McCourty's been in the league, and the stats line up a lot better and make it like a lot more like compelling with those two. But I knew for sure Wiz would take Trayvon Diggs, and I kind of figured Hunter would go with Trayvon Diggs for the sheer age factor. So I switched to Denzel
the sheer
Ward.
age factor. But give me, if you're not thinking about age factor, give me.
So that's why I went with Denzel Ward, because I wanted a younger guy.
The only reason, so what I was saying is the only reason I'm taking Trayvon Diggs, like I think I might take him too because his like on paper stats are slightly better in less games. But just I'm a Cowboys fan. I watched he was shit the first like 5 games of the year, and he kind of got his composure as the season went on. I know Denzel Ward is good, but I just didn't watch him, so I don't know his story.
Two more stats that just to kind of that I feel are relevant. Trayvon Diggs yards per completion is 14.5 to Denzel Ward's 10.9 yards per completion. And Denzel Ward allowed 1 less touchdown.
We had a record off bad defense. That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, so Trayvon Diggs is a Cowboys player. Is that why you chose these 2 players?
Yeah. Because Trayvon Diggs is the crown jewel of the Cowboys defense.
I think he's good. I
was wondering why you picked these 2 players. I'm like, this is really random.
Like I said, originally it was supposed to be a Cowboys guy and a Patriots guy.
Next time we do this, don't pick a Cowboys guy just because the stats are close. The stats actually lean, other than the yards and the one extra touchdown. The stats lean in Diggs' favor.
Don't pick a Texans player either.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've got bias. I've got like other stats in my head. Like he improved throughout the year.
I could spin the tackles, him having 12 more tackles into a negative, saying that the Dallas defense just allows more ball carriers into the secondary.
Yeah, exactly.
So therefore, him having more tackles doesn't mean that.
But it's
much.
also in less games, so it's like
Denzel Ward's
one
proven. That's all I gotta say. He's young and proven. He's been great since he got drafted in 2014, 16.
2018.
There's definitely bias. Like I knew who Denzel Ward was.
Yeah, his first year was 2018.
Was it 2018? Shit. Well, who am I thinking of?
He's a young guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that pretty much went exactly how I expected it to. Wiz rode the Cowboys, and everyone else pretty much went the other way.
I'm pretty close to 50-50. Like the only reason I said is because I know Trayvon Diggs improved throughout the year. I know you saw our first like 4 games teams put up 50 on us, and throughout the year he got better. So obviously his stats are skewed from those.
This one I feel like will be a little more. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But in my household, this is a very heated topic of discussion / debate. So I threw it in for us. Gun to your head. List your top 5 fast food burger chains.
Okay,
Specifically, burger. Did I say 5? I meant 3. Top 3.
Top 3 in order.
Yes.
Okay.
Shit.
What about number specifically one? To specifically say, like the reason for this, does In-N-Out make your top 3?
Yes.
No.
There we go, Hunter. Yes, this is what I wanted. This debate. All right, Wiz, you're on the. This is your chance for your soapbox.
I just thought of another one, so it's hard.
In-N-Out is such a fucking tease. Their burgers are like this big, dog.
Thank you. And they're fucking so basic.
Better.
Oh, me and Hunter are the same person right now.
Jesus, dude, I get a Whataburger. You sink your teeth into a mouth-watering patty melt.
Oh,
or mushrooms.
Oh my god.
So the only praise I have to In-N-Out is if I want a patty melt, Whataburger fucking does it best.
If I want a burger, Whataburger is better than fucking In-N-Out.
No.
In-N-Out is
that's where I'm gonna draw the line.
When it comes to burgers, if you want French fries, tiny.
Shut your mouth.
Fuck you.
If you want a double cheeseburger and nothing else,
it's my turn to talk.
If you want a double cheeseburger and nothing else, In-N-Out is a place to go.
No,
right, but I didn't say who had the best burger.
Yes.
I said the best burger chain.
Yeah, so but that's my saving grace to In-N-Out. So it's also hard to
best burger chain. But Whataburger consistently puts out top
real quick.
Knows Hunter, what the people want.
Have you ever fucking tried getting well done fries at In-N-Out? Because they are fucking amazing.
Or also, I'm going to say this
once in my life. Maybe.
Even though
more than once.
Now I'm about to shit on Hunter. I'm about to play devil's advocate on
Hunter. They're 40 minutes for me.
In-N-Out. You said you've been to In-N-Out once.
Yes.
When you went to In-N-Out, did you just get a burger and fries, or did you order your burger and fries animal style?
I wanted to, but the one in Waco was like, how do you In-N-Out don't know what fucking animal style is?
See, so
there's one in Waco.
I'm on your side, and In-N-Out is not making my top 3, but
I've always wanted to try animal style because those
animal style versus regular is an entirely different experience.
Animal style looks so good.
Okay, but so before I give my actual top 3, I'm gonna say their shakes are fucking amazing.
See, so I've never had their shakes.
Try it.
But that's good because that ties into something else in my top 3 that I can kind of debate
so
all right. So let's go ahead and go down the list.
So I'm confused. So is the question the burger joints based off their burgers, or the burger joints based off everything, but they're primarily a burger joint?
Everything specific, but with burgers taking priority.
So okay. I think In-N-Out would be In-N-Out's for sure my top 5, but
I would go Whataburger 1, Five Guys 2,
and 3 is Wendy's. No, I'm gonna say 2 is Wendy's, 3 is Five Guys.
Okay.
I'm having to
Okay,
think
so
hard for
listen,
three. I don't want to
I've
throw
got
some
two.
basic ass Wendy's in there.
Wendy's is good.
I mean, it's
A
good.
Baconator?
I like Wendy's.
Good.
Me
Yeah,
and my
I like
wife
it too, but
these are like
But-
the two fast food joints that me and my wife get in like the biggest arguments about. She is an absolute In-N-Out stan and hates Wendy's. I
So, like,
fucking love Wendy's.
Wendy's is
However,
great.
Wendy's is not making my top 3,
So
No,
real,
it's-
real
I'm
quick,
trying-
especially not over Five Guys.
In-N-Out is for sure good enough to when I'm on that side of Houston. There's one by me. I'm gonna stop and get it, just because I'm not around it.
Okay, so there's an In-N-Out and there's a Wendy's next door to each other, and you're driving by. Where do you pull in?
Wendy's.
I mean, okay, are neither of them normally close to me?
Shut the fuck up, Wendy's.
Okay,
Are-
let's rephrase.
You're next
There's
door.
a Wendy's and an In-N-Out across the street from your apartment.
I'm switching it.
Where are you going? You're what?
I'm getting it. I'm getting
You
In-N-Out
can only
burger
choose
one day, a
one
Baconator
for
the
the
next
rest of your
day.
life. One for the rest of
Jesus.
your life.
I am picking Wendy's because they got chicken too, and because
We're talking about burgers, not
But
chicken.
we're talking about the joint as a whole. But
So
solely.
you went. So you went.
Okay.
What the fuck did you say? What was your 3?
Let me do top 5. God,
No, 3. That's what makes it interesting.
Because you know what I
It's
want to
the
say
3.
too. You know what I add to this? I want to add fucking Carl's Jr. too, because there used to be one in my parking
I was
lot.
just
you.
thinking.
And
They got
Carl's
fucking
Jr.
hot dogs on their hamburgers.
They didn't have that when they were over here. I never tried that shit. But
Okay,
Carl's
what was
Jr.
your number
fucking
1?
good. One was Whataburger.
I still
Okay,
can't think of
okay.
number 3.
All right, so then I'll go
And,
because
and
me
Five
and
Guys
Hunter-
has to be on the list.
Five
I
Guys is my
fucking
number
love-
2.
So
I
Five
love
Guys.
Hunter right now. Five Guys, I almost forgot about them, but I'm Whataburger, Five Guys, just like Hunter.
But
However,
I'm gonna
and
interrupt
you guys may
real
not
quick.
even.
Fucking
You guys may not even. Oh, go ahead.
Five Guys is not fast food.
We just said burger chains. We didn't say
I know.
fast
I'm just
food.
letting because we had the conversation in one of our chats earlier. Five Guys is not fast food.
I mean, it's
I
borderline.
I mean, you got
I
to
know
know
why
in there.
there's
That's why I
some-
almost forgot.
there's some with drive-throughs, but the ones around me, you have to walk in, you have to wait in a long ass line, and once
So,
you order, you're
I-
still waiting 10 minutes. So
Well, see, I don't have to wait in a long ass line for the Five Guys here. However, I can say this, and obviously I'm out of state for In-N-Out, but I've never went through an In-N-Out drive-through either. So
drive-throughs here. The
Y'all ever
drive-throughs.
have y'all ever had Texas Burger?
who?
Y'all ever had Mr. Beast Burger?
I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about right now.
Do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yes, but I never had a Mr. Beast burger.
He's got a in West Houston. He's got a burger joint.
No clue what y'all are
I've
talking
never
about.
tried.
But my 3, and I don't even know if y'all will know what this
I got my
is,
top 3. I have my top.
But my 3, Brahms. Brahms hamburgers, just like if you just take just straight like cheeseburger versus cheeseburger, they're up there with Whataburger.
I've never had Brahms. I've always wanted to try it, but my top 3 is Whataburger, Five Guys, and then Fuddruckers.
See, that's not fast food. Like at least
We're not
Five Guys is
talking
borderline.
Fast food.
But
I think it was implied.
yeah,
He said
like,
burger joints.
that's a
franchise burger
restaurant. Like
joints.
you might as well throw Red Robin in there if we're including
Okay,
Fuddruckers.
real quick, have y'all ever tried
Brahms
Freddy's
is a
steak
restaurant.
burgers?
Brahms has a drive-through.
Fud. Okay.
Yeah, and see,
Okay.
like you can't just like
Oh,
go to
wait.
the counter.
I've got my top 3.
Okay, here we go.
It's Whataburger, Smash Burger, and Five Guys. Smash Burger's got to be on there.
I've never had Smash Burgers.
Oh,
I don't
Smash
know.
I
Burger's
have.
fucking
I've had it
amazing.
once.
That's I don't.
It's-
Is that where
It's
they
like a
literally
Five
smash
Guys
the burger?
wannabe.
It was real good. It went downhill, and lately I've had it like
It's like a
couple
Five
times
Guys
the past year.
wannabe kind of.
yeah, it's pretty good.
My top 3 is McDonald's, Sonic, and Burger King.
Go fuck yourself.
Burger King has the worst fast food burger out there. It is
It
disgusting.
is awful.
Dude. I got it one. Like I'm like those. Like I
Burger
go to
King's
Burger
so
King for
mid.
their original chicken sandwich. I love it.
The only thing redeeming about Burger King is that you can get like 20 chicken nuggets for $3.
Those taste like deer ankles, dog.
But they're $3 and you get 20 of them.
Give me the spicy ones when they have them. I'll eat those, but the regular ones just taste like deer ankles. I can't do it.
Let's see.
I can't do it.
Real
I
quick.
do really like their new hand breaded chicken breast sandwiches.
You be going to Burger King a lot more than the rest of us.
I mean, Crockett. Want me to list you our options of fast food?
Real quick, I looked up burger.
Oh, Dairy
chains.
Queen's really good. Also, now that I think about it, Dairy Queen has a good burger.
I've never had a Dairy Queen burger as a kid. When I went there, I always got chicken tenders because I was a kid. I've never.
I can guarantee you that it's not better than Whataburger, Five Guys, or Brahms, though.
Okay,
No, I'm just saying it's good.
Real
It's
quick,
Burger King.
I'm looking at the 2018 chain reaction burger chains scorecard. It just happened when I looked up burger chains. So in the A ranking is Shake Shack and Burger 5. Haven't had either.
Never had it either.
Have y'all had Steak and Shake? Because that is so overrated.
That's like been like literally probably 12 years ago.
Steak and Shake is so overrated.
D- is Wendy's, and F is everything else. But Whataburger's not on it. Oh no, Whataburger is in there. Shit. F is everything else.
Freddy's is. I don't know if you've had Freddy's before, but they have a killer patty melt.
I was about to bring up Freddy's. I was about to say
they have a killer.
freaking.
Oh no, Freddy's. Yeah, I said that. Freddy's steak burger.
Yeah,
they built one in the back of Kingwood. I like it.
The California burger.
If I can't have Whataburgers at 3, give me Freddy's at 3.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. I respect that.
It's Freddy's or Smash Burger.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking Whataburger as a hard 1.
Yes.
And then Five Guys is a hard 2.
I got way more out of this segment than I expected. I will definitely be forcing my wife to listen to us all 3 put Whataburger above In-N-Out.
Okay, so real quick, what's your favorite 3 chicken places?
Okay, I like this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think it's easier.
So I think 1, I've got to go Chicken Express.
See, they're my 2.
Is it good?
They're my 2.
It's amazing. They're not especially
Chicken Express,
especially since they added spicy tenders. Oh.
Okay. So anytime
I'm getting some tomorrow.
If I'm outside of Houston, I always drive by them, but they're not in Houston.
Bro,
so
I'm
next time
right now.
stop.
I want to try the spicy chicken, dog.
It's good. Also, do y'all have? I'm sure Houston probably does. Golden Chick.
I was about to ask that too.
I've heard of them.
Not here.
Golden
it's
Chick is
else.
my 2.
I've heard of them. My 1's probably got.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I've heard both of those places, Golden Chicken and Chicken Express, are both far better than Cane's. Is that true?
Doesn't even compare.
Cane's is not my top 3. I can tell you that.
Okay, thank
God. Chick-fil-A. I would say my 1 might have to be Popeyes, just because of the Cajun.
Fuck yourself. This episode is going to be 20 minutes longer now because you got me on Popeyes. I did not expect this to come up. I have been waging a war against Popeyes.
Why?
Popeyes is not in my top 7.
I just like the Cajun spice of the shit, dog.
I don't like.
I'm blank. Let me think of more chicken places. I can rank one above Popeyes. I'm just trying to.
Is the food at Popeyes good? Yes. The customer service at fucking Popeyes is worse than the DMV.
Everybody in there looks like they fucking hate their lives, dog. Like the one I go to by my school, every time I go in there, like, we don't have any change. We can't do this. I got no coins. Motherfucker. That's my problem.
The Popeyes by my work has a bulletproof glass between you and them and bars.
Yeah, that's to protect them from me. I fucking hate.
We're not ranking it on fucking customer service, dog.
I know.
We're rating on chicken.
I refuse to go there. I refuse to give Popeyes my money.
Bro, their chicken is fucking phenomenal. Their spicy one is fucking phenomenal, dog.
But I have to degrade myself as a human being to eat it.
That's why you go through the drive-thru.
So, is Chick-fil-A landing on y'all's
or
top 3?
DoorDash?
They might make my 3. It's between them and this might be really out there. There's a place around Oklahoma City called Slim Chickens. They all have Slim Chickens.
Slim, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got
they might beat out Chick-fil-A for my 3.
There's one across the street from me.
Yeah.
It opened up and it was fucking amazing, and now it is dog shit.
Really?
Really. It is nasty. Like if I get wings, the wings are like chewy, like the skin is chewy.
But that first time you went though,
the first time I went, I was like a fucking fast food place. I can get good wings in the drive-thru. What the fuck? Like the first, I'd put them 1 if they
would Wingstop be considered a chicken place?
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Wingstop.
I'll go with that.
Chicken is their primary.
So okay, I feel left out because I don't have Chicken Express or Golden Chicken.
Bro,
I
Chicken
need to try
Express.
those.
You know
Oh.
what? They're my one. Chicken Express is
But-
my one.
but
Their
so
sweet
I'm gonna
tea,
have to.
diabetes. Love it.
It's got to have Chick-fil-A, and I've got to have probably a Wingstop. I got a Wingstop in my parking lot too.
That's how I'll do it. Okay, I said Chick-fil-A will be in my top 3. I'll do it. Chicken Express, Wingstop, Chick-fil-A. I'll do it that.
Yeah, so I'm Chicken Express, Golden Chick,
Oh,
and then it's a real toss-up between Slim Chickens or Chick-fil-A. I would have to
Yeah, I've been
say
wa- Wait, I lied. Take out Chick-fil-A. Give me
Right.
Zaxby's in there.
I've never had Zaxby's either. Is it?
No, it's not that
It's
good.
great.
It's overpriced.
The one I
You don't
went to
get that
in
much
Houston
food.
was great. I'll be damned. The one I went to in Houston was amazing.
Okay.
I've been there once. That's
It's-
why I'm putting it
It
over.
tastes good, but it's overpriced, and you don't get that much
So-
food.
So that's like a chicken strip place, right?
Yeah,
So
kinda.
is it like purplish? the
Okay,
logo or
then
something?
give me back Chick-fil-A if it's not that much of a fucking problem. But I would take Zaxby's over Cane's.
I mean, you can pick
Um,
whoever you want if you're okay with being wrong.
So because I haven't gone to these places y'all are saying, I'm not believing y'all.
Yeah, I mean, this is just
So
based
good.
off your experience.
My number. So I've got to have Chick-fil-A and I've got to have Wingstop. I can't say Slim Chickens. If they were as good as they were the first time, they'd be my number 1. But number 3, it's got to be Whataburger.
That's not a chicken
Oh,
restaurant.
sleeper pick. I like it.
That's not a chicken. That's not a
they've got
restaurant.
just
That
as
primarily is
much-
on chicken.
They have just.
I
as
will.
much chicken
I
on
don't
the
know,
menu.
dude.
They have a
They
chicken
have
sandwich
just
and
as
chicken
much hype.
strips.
Chicken sandwich, chicken strips, chicken bites,
Honey
chicken
butter
sandwich,
chicken biscuit.
chicken strip
Ooh.
meals, honey butter chicken biscuit, grilled
Yeah.
chicken. They
I-
might have more
Right.
chicken on the menu than burgers.
That's a sleeper.
I will
pick.
give
You're
him
right.
that
Never
one
mind.
simply
I'll give you
because
that.
of the hype around their chicken products.
Sorry, their spicy chicken
Dude.
sandwich does slap.
Honestly, like if I am more of a chicken guy. Like when I'm craving a burger, I can kill a patty melt. But I'm more of a chicken guy, so I can get a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich and a buffalo ranch chicken strip sandwich every fucking day of the week. I can tear those things up.
Gun to y'all's head, you got to pick one: KFC, Popeyes, or Churches.
Oh, Popeyes.
Churches. Oh.
What?
Well, I'm not. I respect myself, so I'm not going in a KFC.
Okay.
The
And I
only way I'll eat
refuse to-
KFC is if it's Nashville hot. Other than that, no.
KFC.
Their famous
Dog
bowls are
shit.
gone to shit.
I have known multiple people who worked at KFC and have showed me pictures of what their fucking back looks like. I will never step foot in a KFC again.
Yeah, KFC.
Okay,
I'm
churches,
pretty done
so-
with them.
And churches.
That's
is dog
exactly what
shit.
I haven't been to a Churches in probably 20 years, but I just refuse to go to Popeyes because I have just a problem with them as a company.
You just want to square
And
every time you walk in
KFC
there.
is nasty.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
when I was younger, they were all right, but the only way I'll go to KFC if it's Nashville hot chicken.
And you know what? Popeyes fries fucking slap.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
They are amazing.
Bro, their
But you
biscuits
won't
slap.
catch me buying them.
You can. That's the only place to have a damn good biscuit, and you can kill somebody with it.
God, I love
Give
that.
somebody a
All
3
right.
pack of biscuits with no drink.
Hey,
Murder.
and they have some of the best sweet
Premeditated
tea
murder.
too.
Chicken Express has the best sweet tea.
Does it? Better than Cane's and Chick-fil-A?
Yes.
Let's get to some highs and lows and get out of here.
You know, I don't think I have any highs or lows this week.
I've got something to throw in there that I didn't type in. So, Gooch, what are you starting with?
Okay, well, I'm trying to do some on the fly research because you literally mentioned this to me before we got on the air, and I
All right, while you
threw
do
it
your
in on a
research,
whim.
I'll throw a high in. My
Search
high
and
is
find
that
Okay.
this team.
while you do research, I got my internet upgraded, guys. I am now over 100 megabits per second. It's supposed to be up to 200. It's never up 200. It's usually like around 150. But my upload speed went from like 0.5 to 45. Fucking phenomenal.
I pay for 600 and I get 700. It's a 7 dick.
I'm also in the sticks, dog.
Yeah, it's also cost me $60 a month for all this.
This is like 50. Sticks, dog.
I was looking up something. It's gonna bug me. Well, real quick, I guess I have a. Oh, I know what I was looking up. It was for my high. So, as I mentioned before, bless you. As I mentioned before, I won our friendly NBA fantasy championship
Oh,
league,
God.
and we had already started MLB fantasy. And it was like 3.
Yes, we know you started paying attention, and now I'm in the top 5. What?
No. Now I'm fucking 2. I started paying attention, and I have been the best team the past 5 weeks.
Okay.
And
Bro,
right,
it is the
and
beginning of the season, dog.
I am killing it.
I have 10 people hurt on my team, man.
I don't care.
It's the beginning.
I changed my team name to Double Champ. My logo is a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin holding 2 belts because I'm winning this. I don't give a shit. It's mine for the taking.
I'm looking at my roster right now because I forgot I picked somebody up on waivers or I put a claim on waivers. I want to see if I got him.
Yeah, I'm beating you 9-1 right now, Hunter.
Okay, so
It's
I'll go ahead
Wednesday.
and take it off with my high. I was informed right before we went on the air, and I did some quick research, and there is now heavy accusation with some very early evidence to support the fact that despite all denials and investigations, the Astros did in fact continue their cheating scandal throughout in the 2019 season, not just, was it 2017 and 2018 that they were obviously 2017.
They only found evidence of it happening in 2017.
But there is new testimony coming out that lends a decent amount of credibility to the fact that it continued all the way to at least 2019.
I get why you're excited about that. What I don't get is why so many fucking fans and Twitter is on the Astros' ass after this just came out today, when people have been fighting in court for a year to get a letter opened. The Yankees are trying to fight for it not to be opened because there's evidence of them cheating in the letter. So
I don't know. Maybe you should ask yourself how the Astros managed to make themselves into such an unlikable organization.
So, and I just want to know why no one gives Carlos Beltran shit, who came from the Yankees. Admittedly,
that's the motherfucker's name.
I just thought of it. Admittedly was the player said he was the one who brought it from the Yankees, the system, and they implemented it, and then went to another team and got fucking suspended over there because of his role with the Astros, and no one bats an eye. It's like we weren't cheating until Carlos Beltran, who was on the Yankees, and no one gives a shit about the Yankees.
You only know what you can prove.
And now there's a whole foreign substance pitching shit getting swept under the rug right now.
It's not getting swept under the rug. It's like the forefront of baseball.
Garrett Cole fucking didn't have a single word to say about whether or not he uses it, and just said what he does is what he was taught by other people. So he's just throwing everyone who's
foreign
ever taught him
substances have been in the game since the beginning of time.
So everyone's cheating, and no one's cheating.
I don't know how to answer.
There's a difference between cheating by sneaking a little bit of spit onto the ball versus putting a 4K video camera in center field.
There's a difference between spit and fucking pine tar and shit like that in the ball. There's
but that involves like gamesmanship. Like there's like a certain level of like, and I'm not saying I like agree with foreign substances, but there's a certain level of like gamesmanship and skill that goes into like just getting that undetected rather than just having a straight fucking live stream to the dugout.
Okay. Do you realize a live stream has a slight delay? You still got to bang the fucking can. They still got to hear it before they throw the fucking pitch. You still got to hit the ball. You still got to hope your signs are right. Because apparently the reason they abandoned the system is because it didn't work half the time because they were always changing the signs.
Okay, I understand that. My thing is, I have no problem with sign stealing. If you can steal signs, steal signs. I did it all the time. I was like known on certain teams that I played on for being like the best guy at stealing signs. And we had a fucking foolproof system for relaying those signs that involved no technology. The use of the technology is what makes it dirty.
So
if you're gonna do it,
but my issue is you have people like the Red Sox who are repeat offenders. They have the Apple Watch situation, and then they have the using our same system when Alex Cora went over there and taught it to them. So they got caught twice, got less in trouble than us. Like, Astros are obviously the scapegoat. The Yankees have some shit in court going on right now. The Dodgers have been reported by dozens of former players saying they were using the same system or similar system as the Astros, and no one bats an eye at it. The media and fans are only looking at the Astros. They don't give a shit about anything else. There's even been pictures of someone with the 4K fucking camera. You can look it up. It's like a $10,000 camera that live streams to phones and shit. And behind the Yankees third base. And no one batted an eye at it. Never picked up shit. It just pisses me off. The Astros are obviously a scapegoat.
I just wanted to cap this off with the new evidence that once a cheater, always.
I thought you with Mike.
I got him.
Oh, did you muted his mic?
I asked to unmute. He's got to unmute it himself.
That's funny. I was like, what do you do?
We have a tyrannical host.
That's funny. All right.
All right. Well, on that note, Hunter, hit us with the outro.
So I want to thank all you guys for listening to our crazy rants and takes. This has been episode 7 of Below 500 Podcast. Leave a like and subscribe to us on YouTube at Below 500 Podcast. And if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Again, at Below 500. Listeners, if you or your loved ones have a question you would like to answer on the next episode, follow us on Twitter at Below 500 Pod and tweet us your question or slide it into our DMs. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Goodbye.
Peace out.